Fucking buckback.
What was that? Did you kind of just like lost yourself in the intro?
No, I missed the button. What happened?
I missed him. He was in the elevator.
What's that supposed to happen?
Maybe.
Probably.
What's this? Don't break the law. Patch up. Bank credit.
What if it was like, don't break her heart?
This Valentine's Day. There we go.
What if like everything in the other game, like they have like a president? Oh shoot! What if they have like a president in the remake of it or whatever, and the president is like of Anita Sarkeesian's likeness?
Oh.
You know how many people would be really pissed?
Probably a good bit. I can't really say I know much about that story.
You don't?
People have told me, but I've never really cared to listen.
Why not?
I don't know, because it was never a concern for me.
Yeah, but that's silly though, right? Like, why absolutely ignore something just because it doesn't, you know, like, especially if people are talking to you about it multiple times, you might as well at least listen once. That's just ignorant, man. So is walking on nothing.
I gotta figure
How do you,
something out. I'm lost. That's the elevator just came from. Fuck him. I'm going.
Can you?
No, can't.
What about No, you shouldn't have done that.
Oh, ooh. Depending on how far I respawn, I'm gonna show you something.
You're like right there.
Oh, okay, cool. So watch this.
What?
I'm going to jump, right?
Okay. Oh, cool.
Kinda like the further you fall, the shakier and like more like nerve-wracking it gets. I just wanted to show you that. I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know where to go.
I guess I can
Run or submission?
talk briefly
I need you.
about that one thing.
Oh well, fuck.
You fucked up. But anyway, so alright, let's see. Try and break this down.
Break it down for me.
Alright, there are people who agree with Anita. There are people who don't agree with Anita. Basic.
Okay.
There's the whole Gamergate thing.
Wait, what's the thing with the
With
woman?
With this or her? In general.
What was her name?
Anita.
What's the thing with Anita?
Okay, well, she's a very modern, mainstream, extremist feminist. And because of that, people take much issue with her.
Like, wait, what is she like complaining or like?
She's complaining about women in video games, basically. And, which, I mean, to be honest, like, from what I gather, there are people who are somewhat unjustified in their dislike for her, but then there are also people who are justified in their dislike for her, in my opinion. But,
What?
You messed up.
Stop letting go. I finally found out where to go.
Anyway, so I think the biggest issue a lot of gamers have is the fact that she's given like all this power all of a sudden, and now she's like a game consultant slash like critic, and she has no experience or even necessarily like in video games. Like, she doesn't know what she's talking about, basically.
Then why is she like
exactly
like a point of authority?
That's people's issue. It's because she's a mainstream extremist feminist, and they want to give her voice, right? They want to give like feminism their voice, because who would dare speak against feminism? And that's the problem.
Right.
People don't realize that there's good feminism and there's bad feminism.
Yeah, well, every movement has their extremes.
Yeah.
That kind of just like ruined the entire basics for
I mean,
everybody.
I call her an extremist, but I wouldn't call her following extreme because it's kind of hard to explain. Like, you've heard of the waves, right?
The waves?
Like first, second, third wave feminism?
No.
No? Well, second wave feminism is like the ones you would get along with, basically.
Whoa.
And, well, mostly. I'm not gonna say like completely, but like usually like whenever I'm talking to someone who like identifies as second wave feminism, I'm like, yeah, I agree with you.
Can you break down these waves? I'm just thinking of the ocean.
Third wave is Tumblr, current, new, basically the newest.
The social justice workers?
Yes, the new
that
feminism.
have a trigger for everything?
Yes, exactly. The white knights, all that stuff. That's third wave, and that's what her following is. So I don't consider them extremists. I consider her an extremist, but I don't consider like third wave feminism an extremist. Like an extremist group. They're just kind of misguided, really. But I mean, but anyway, like everyone else, my issue is that she doesn't really know what she's talking about in video games. And there are other issues people have. Other than that, I don't really care. As long as the games come out well and I enjoy them, like, I'm not gonna complain. But if you've noticed, at E3, pretty much because of her, like, basically every major game title is allowing you to be a female now.
Well, that's actually a good thing.
Well, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
Why is it a bad thing?
It's a good thing to be able to have that option, but it's a bad thing if it was like forced there by something like that.
Oh, you mean like it's oh, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's forcing the creative hand,
yeah,
like that it's going against the flow.
Yeah. Because like things like, oh, like all of a sudden in Assassin's Creed you're a female, which is fine and all. I mean, I think they had like one other one where you were a girl, but now like every game is like, oh, you can be a guy or a girl, which is cool. But like I said, it's just like, if it was never meant to be in the first place, why force the issue, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to make a game about a single person and then bitch because it's not the gender that you want it to be.
Yeah. I mean, but look at this, for instance. Nobody's begging to see a male protagonist in Mirror's Edge. But I mean, then I guess... Yeah.
Come on.
It's alright, Spanky. But anyway...
There's a fucking opening in the gate.
But anyway... But then I guess you could argue, well, there's a lot of male, like, protagonist games. But then you could argue against that, like, oh, but I love Mirror's Edge, and I want to identify more with a male... Like, I would identify more with a male character, or something like that. I don't know. You go back and forth. But, I think they should just let games be games. Like, I think the creator should have ultimate decisions on, like, what the game's about. You know? Because like saying this doesn't belong in video games or that doesn't belong in video games is silly in general. That should not be what a critic even does. A critic's supposed to be like, this is good and this is bad, right? Not this belongs here and this doesn't belong here. Like, she's a big like, she's big against like violence in general and violence against women. Like she really doesn't like Arkham Knight. She doesn't like Doom. She doesn't like anything that has really any sort of violence in it at all.
But then isn't that just a personal preference and she could just stay away from those genres?
Yeah, but she's a critic and she has a following.
By the way, we're going to see Miller, who's a cop that her sister works under, and she's trying to give her information how to probably like try and help her sister.
Kate's sister?
Cool. Yeah. So a lot of people just really don't like her very much at all. And I don't blame them.
And you wouldn't be the suspect seen fleeing from the crime
like
scene.
I watched a video. I'm not gonna like say this is like 100% accurate or anything, because like, you know, I watched this video from a YouTuber who did his own research. I didn't do research for myself, but he's talking about her, like she was she went to E3 and basically like lied to make things look bad,
So she exaggerated?
Kate's the only family.
Greatly exaggerated.
And blues in jail don't last long. She goes down for
Apparently. Like she was like,
I once
she was trying to find
That must-
misogyny where it wasn't.
but there are plenty of people who
I don't know if you covered it already, but what did she have to do with Mirror's Edge?
Oh, she was a consultant on the game.
is what I
Really?
do
Yeah.
best.
So like, the whole guns thing, she's against violence, and I speculate that it could be the reason why no guns. You know, you can't use guns.
By the way, we're in chapter 3 now.
But who knows? You know,
International shipping near the Riding Park
like I
subway.
said,
Should be a sign
it's
on top
just
of the building. It'll help
as
guide
long as
you.
the game's good, I don't care.
I saw Ropeburn wrestle once. Broke
As long as I
his
enjoy it.
In case you're lost right now, we're going to find Pope's security guy, who
Alright.
was a former wrestler,
Yeah.
and his wrestling name was Ropeburn. Crappy name. Don't touch that. Okay. But yeah, we're going to find him now.
Wait. Wait, turn around. Turn around. That?
No. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay.
Ooh. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, so there's a lot of people complaining on both sides about each other. As many things. And, honestly, if I had to pick, if I was forced to pick one side or the other, I'd probably be against her. But that's only credential-wise, really. Just because, like, she had a following, so she got all this crap out of nowhere, you know? Otherwise, I mean, I don't care what she does. I did hear some unsettling news about her, though.
You're gonna have to
Like-
tell me everything.
Well, I heard, okay, she had this the video series on her channel, Feminist Frequency, on YouTube. She had like an idea, like to do this like series of videos called like, shoot, what was it? Tropes versus Women or something. It was like basically like video game tropes, like an analysis of women in video games essentially, like. And the tropes of video games. Anyway, and she raised like a very large sum of money for it, and came out with like maybe like 2 videos of the series, and never finished it for like years, and just moved on with another project. And who knows where that money went that people gave her.
That's clever.
Tintin?
Yes. It's paint.
Huh. But you see what I mean?
Yeah. Also, it's bright as fuck. I don't know if the capture's capturing this.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's pretty bright. But yeah,
Probably
that's
bring down the contrast with the peoples.
I don't know if she ever responded to that, and I've never seen like her replies and stuff, but I don't know. The way she conducts herself kinda, yeah. Who knows, but I've kind of made the decision to just stay out of it, I guess. Not stay out of it, but not argue about it unless it needs to be done. Like from me personally, you know. Like I'm sure other people find it necessary, but
I got none.
anyway, that was the serious episode.
Jacob has opinions.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I would say that's one thing I'm really bad at. Forming opinions of stuff.
you're bad at forming opinions.
Well, I have opinions, but I've been known to like not show any, I don't know, interest in things. I kind of just like brush them off as if they don't matter to me, because unless
But
it's,
they do affect you though.
if it's affecting me directly, then that'll probably be the only reason why I would bother to even care.
But it does affect you.
How does
It affects
this
the
affect
games
me?
you play. Because she has a lot of authority. And it's only because she's a feminist. I don't know. I've seen lots of things about it, but whatever. Like, I feel like she'd have to do something pretty serious for me to really like get worked up about it, you know? Ow. But there's no harm in like actually, you know, doing research or looking into it, so, and having an opinion in general. But yeah, wait.
Wait for what?
Next time with Spank and Jake.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
The heat.
Yeah. The Anita Sarkeesian heat.
The heat.
So next time with Spank and Jake,
Next time on Spank and Jake.
he's gonna continue
find a
crawling
wrestler.
through that thing. And we're probably not gonna talk about all
What's her
that
name?
stuff. Huh? Anita Sarkeesian.
Sarkeesian.
Yeah.
Sarkeesian.
Yeah.
Sarkeesian. She has an interesting last name. Sarkeesian.
Yeah.
Zucchini.
Yeah. She's just a little.
M. Night
Weird.
Shyamalan.
Anyway.
Mike Lasagna.
Mike Lasagna. But anyway.
Anita Zucchini.
Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like, drop a comment, see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.